There's a lot of talk about the authentic self right now. Being in your authentic self and living life as your authentic self, right? So, what exactly does that mean and what exactly is your authentic self? I like to think of your authentic self as the person who you naturally are, who you would be without society's pressures of how you're supposed to live your life, or like what your parents and family expect of you and want you to do, or cultural things that are drilled into us about being a successful person or how you're supposed to live your life. The authentic self to me is the person that you are when all that stuff is removed off of your deep true self, when you're just you in like a natural state. And maybe that's even like when you're walking in nature or when you're alone, or I don't know. Not all of us have a lot of time to access that place because we're just so bombarded by all the other stuff most of the time. I feel like we have to really choose to want to plug in to ourselves to figure out who we really are and what we really want in our lives. I feel like some of us, are always closer to that than some others, maybe because of how we were raised or what we were exposed to when we were younger. But I always felt a little bit more in touch than maybe some other people did when I was growing up because my family really let us kind of go on our own and do a lot of things that, were a little, free for kids growing up. But I always knew that I had a different trajectory in my life and I wasn't like what other people were. And I didn't want to do the same things that everyone else wanted to do. So I feel like it took me some time to celebrate that within myself and to understand that it's my own path that's different from everybody else's. And we're all here to live a different journey and have a different experience, right? So, how do we learn to accept who we are in our specific trip that we're supposed to take as a person here? Um, you know, it's, I think the first step is wanting to open that door to figuring out how do I connect with who I really am without all the outside noise.